Hello, you beautiful creatures of the mesa, the mountains, and humans everywhere. Before I begin the fifth video of 12th epistle of Exodus, a prayer for the morning, a prayer for the day, for the families, a prayer for the afternoon, for the evenings, the families of Terra, those that serve the clergy, and the families that bless this planet beyond the clergy, beyond our Lord's spouse. Come ye, blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Converete nos, Deus, salutaris noster, et ut nobis iunium quadragesimale proficiat mentes nostras calistibus, instrue disciplinis per Dominum nostrum. That which ye have done unto the least of mine, ye have done unto me, saith the Lord. That which ye have done unto the least of mine, ye have done unto me. Please remember this. With all your dealings of your brothers and sisters worldwide. Absolvo, quesumus, Domine, nostrorum, vincula peccatorum, et quid pro eis meremur propitus eurete pedomino. The death is where we left off, the death of the firstborn, what it took for the preparation, what it took for inoculation so you wouldn't be harmed by striker, and then the occurrence itself. From the Pharaoh's firstborn throughout the entire land, every household had a firstborn. Every household in Egypt was wailing. Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron in that night, early morning hours. It was after midnight, obviously, because striker came at midnight. 3, 4 o'clock, who knows? He said to them, go forth from my people. You and the children of Israel, go. Go sacrifice to your Lord, as you say, your sheep, your herds. Take as you demanded. His last words were, bless me. Bless me. The Egyptians urged the people to go forth. They're saying, we shall all die. We shall all die. Get out of here. We're all going to die. Seeing their firstborn day. The imaginations were running wild of who this God was. Who is he going to kill next? Would Stryker return? This invisible force that took the lives of every firstborn in the land. Think about your soul. When you only have one chance at this, one chance you're given here in this life. There's no reincarnation. You're not coming back. You have one chance. 80 years of life to validate yourself as a temporal person who just lives by the moment, hear what God gives you, and that's it. Or do you see something bigger? Join us. Join us, those who believe in the bigger picture. There are a couple of ways of looking at this last verse. And the Egyptians urged people to go forth out of the land. We shall all die. The Egyptian citizens were so frightened that they were uncertain if other family members, as I said, would perish by striker, or the citizens mean of their own sins. In other words, such maddening frenzy would ensue that anger and confusion, befuddlement would lead to suicides and homicides. This mysterious force, this striker, worked for God. People took the dough before it was leavened, tied it to their cloaks. Put it upon their shoulders. Just go. How about that? This is the one time Elohim allows man to carry the living Christ on their shoulders. That's what I see. As a testimony to the one divine quest, our Almighty Father, their salvation from a brutal encampment of slavery. Children of Israel did as Moses had commanded. They asked of the Egyptians vessels of silver and gold. And our Lord gave grace to the people before the Egyptians. They were leaving with all this wealth, and all the Egyptians could do was just stare. Not a physical brandish, but a lawful spoil by the warrant of our Lord, Lord of all. So they set forth from Ramesse into Socoth. If you take a look at our journey online, you'll see it, the map there. How many? Almost 600,000 footmen. Just the footmen, besides the little ones. But there were also the common people of all sorts. Innumerable went up. Sheep, herds, beasts of diverse kind, exceeding many. Couldn't count them. This Exodus, this Moses train. That's what I call it, the Moses train. But unlike Moses, wherever Jesus dwelt amongst mankind, his sensational aura was so potent that it solicited citizens and you creatures from all walks of life. I like to imagine, as I mentioned before, 3 little doves always over our Lord's head during the daytime. Maybe howls at night. Bats. But for the common folk of Egypt, I mean, why not, right? Their Egyptian god just got his butt kicked. All right, he couldn't stand up to this foreign trespasser, this Elohim. Yes, there were converters right there on the spot. Absolutely, this is what happens during time of strife, during times of war, during times of conflict, during times of God. Can you imagine what's going to happen during the apocalypse? It's even written. We went over it. That there'll be 12 leaders who are going to turn on Antichrist because of this last minute forgiveness he's offering you. What's being revealed here now. We've already went through it once. We just forget about it. They baked the meal. The little before they had taken out of Egypt, tempered, cakes unleavened, for it could not be leavened. The Egyptians urging them to depart. Get out of here, go, go, go. Not to make them suffer by them remaining any longer. And the dwelling of the children of Israel, you know how long they were in Egypt, do you remember? 430 years. And Moses reminds us, he writes it here again. The dwelling of the children of Israel that abode in Egypt was 430 years. You want to talk about slavery? Your forefathers endured a slavery that cannot be comprehended by anyone. Not in this country, since its birth, not in any country, not in any nation. From the promise made to our dearest leader of it all, father of it all, Father Abraham, when he initially migrated to Egypt due to the world's first drought, to this time were 430 years, which they were in great persecution above 80 years. Living in Egypt for 430 years. Not a slave. I misled you on that. I'm sorry about that. It's the probably over 100 years of slavery. At least maybe 2 generations. all starts after the death of Joseph. Not as the children of Elohim, but as the army of Elohim. How about that, huh? All right, until next we meet. Pax Vobis.